Hi, so it's been a while since I made one of these dream journal type of videos, and it's partly because I've been trying to make newer type of videos, but it's also because I'd been waiting to get a really great type of dream that I would really enjoy talking about, and so finally I had one of these dreams. So okay, the way this dream, I don't know where the beginning of this dream was exactly. I don't know if it kind of blended in from another dream or if it started there. So the beginning of this dream is kind of fuzzy for me, but I was in this apartment, and I was with like a couple of people that in this dream I knew, and like they were friends or something. So what was supposed to happen in this dream is that there was a flight, okay? I was supposed to take this aeroplane, and it was going to take me to some place. Now, things get a little bit surreal and a bit crazy with this dream, so I'm going to try to explain it and put it into words in a way that it will make some sense, and try to talk about everything, as many things that happen into this dream that I can put into words. So it was like afternoon time when this whole dream was happening, and I was in this apartment, and there were these couple of people, and one of them, she said to me that, okay, it's time for your flight, you're supposed to take this and go. Now this flight, for some reason in this dream I had memory about this particular flight. Like I had been in this aeroplane before, and the way it didn't look like a usual aeroplane. I remembered seeing the interior of this plane, and it didn't look like the way aeroplanes usually look. And this plane was, um, I'm not going to try to explain the visual of the interior of this because I feel it's going to be really difficult to put it into words. I think even if I tried to put it into a picture, I would find it difficult to explain the visuals of this. So I'm not going to try to do that. Let's just say that it was very different from what you would usually expect to see when you would go in a plane. So um, I knew where this plane was about to take me, the place where it was going to take me. Um, it was this different city, right? It was now the concept of it in the dream was that this was supposed to be some really far off city, and almost like an alien place. Um, okay, how do I put this into words? Let's just say, okay, I have briefly and in some small conversations I think in my previous videos mentioned this concept of very different surreal type of cities that I see in some dreams. And these cities, the way they look and the way they feel, the people that are in these cities, the way the streets look, the way the houses and buildings and all of these things look, and the other things like parks and all those kinds of things, these things are, they retain the essence of what they are, like buildings and house. A house is still a house, a park is still a park, but the way they feel and the way they look is very different in these dreams. And with this flight, I feel it kind of tied into this concept of these surreal type of cities. um, I hope I'm making some sense right now, because it is really difficult to explain this into words unless you've actually seen, unless like the if you were watching this, um, if you had seen the same things that I had seen, then it would make more sense. But it's really difficult to try to explain this with just words alone. Um, so, like I was saying, this concept of these alien type of cities, it and the surrealism that goes into it, it kind of tied up with this concept of this flight, and I feel there was more to it. And okay, so I'll carry on with what happened in the dream, and then I'll try to like explain what I made of this whole thing. So one of these characters in the dream, she said to me that I was supposed to take this flight, and I should be like get everything ready, like get all the bags and everything ready. And apparently I was going to move to one of these cities for an extended period of time. So I had everything like packed up and everything, and um, suddenly, I don't know, for some reason I thought, you know what? No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go to this place, and that makes no sense because um, the feeling and the visuals of this city, like I had experienced previously in dreams, it is absolutely incredible. It's like nothing you see in real life. There are no parallels to this in any city that you would see in real life. So I don't know why in a dream I would say no to such a thing. But I don't know. For some reason, I thought I didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to go. So I like put everything away and just put my bags aside, and then I just decided to just not go. And it was some time passed by after this, and after that, it was like very close to the time that the flight was about to leave. I think it was 30 minutes about before this flight was going to leave. Then I suddenly changed my mind and I thought, no, I'm going. And now it's like only 30 minutes before leaving, so I doubt I can hardly make it, to the airport. So and then there was this anxiety, which is very common, which is a very common theme and a very common emotion in dreams. It's this feeling that okay, something is running away, and you have to chase it down. So then this thing happened, and then I decided no, I was going to catch this flight, and I think in the dream I was hoping that it would get delayed or something, because that would be the only way that I could make it. And then as I was about to go and go to this flight, I feel, if I remember correctly, that is the dream just ended abruptly. It just stopped right there, and that and that's it. So there was no conclusion to this dream. It just there was this idea that came up, and then it just abruptly ended. So like I said, this was a very interesting dream because it ties up to some other concepts in previous dreams, like the way this surreal type of flight, it ties up with different dream where I see these surreal cities, because this surreal flight was going to take me to one of those cities. And I feel apart from these concepts, I think it had some parallels um, in I don't know. I feel it has something to do with um, how do I the kind of thoughts that you have in your mind. Like, it takes these type of dreams, what they do is they take some things or some thoughts that you have in your mind, and they turn it into this narrative with these beautiful visuals and everything. And that this is something that I find is so incredible, how our minds are capable of doing this. It is to take these ideas that you have, um, maybe some thoughts that you have during your waking hours, and when you go to sleep, it weaves it into this narrative with these visuals and all this incredible surreal stuff. So that is, I think this was a very interesting dream, and I hope I was able to explain it properly in that. And I feel kind of like let down that it didn't really have a conclusion to it. But maybe in some other dream in the future, it will. Let's hope it kind of relates to this one, and we get some kind of unrelated, maybe, type of conclusion to this. So yeah, this was very interesting, and I hope you enjoyed watching this and listening, if if I managed to make any sense whatsoever. So yeah, so I think that's where I'm going to end this video. And so okay, so what has been for the past like a week or so, couple of weeks or so, I haven't been making that many videos because I've been trying to do more like I've been trying to make more some more improvements to my videos. So for that, I've been like I've not been trying to make that many regular uploads because of that, because I've been trying new things. So hopefully as I get better with these improvements, I will make improvements to my videos as well, and it'll make for a much more interesting viewing experience, I guess. So yeah, hopefully these future videos are going to be good, and yeah, so that's where I'm going to end this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.